Oh my God.
Has knocked out Alexis Rocha in the 6th round. And the Gallo de Oro stays undefeated. 32-0, 17 KOs.
I've watched Giovanni Santillan multiple times, and I don't know who this guy was that was in there tonight. I always liked Robert Garcia. That's Cody Crowley. Always liked Robert Garcia with pressure fighters. I actually liked Anthony Joshua or Robert Garcia. I liked the version of Anthony Joshua with Robert Garcia versus the version that's with Derek James. 32-0 now with 17 KOs. Is he now the new WBO mandatory? I know Alexis Rocha was, right? And you can't say, as far as Rocha's concerned, you can't say that he's been inactive. Because when you look at his resume, this is his third fight this year. He fought in January, uh, May, and now the 21st of October. By the way, this is 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I fell asleep last night on this card. So it's Sunday morning here. He fought 3 times in 2022. So he's been active. He's been active. And this is how active you want fighters to be. By the way, in the 5th round, he hit him with hold on, I had to break the scene because the zone. In the 5th round, he hit him with 7 straight right hooks. That it was the uppercut that really did him in. Made him bend the knee. So, he was Golden Boy's 147-pound guy. Remember, Virgil Ortiz has had several issues making him 147 pounds and injuries linked to, I forgot what it was called, injuries linked to him making weight or cutting weight. So now he's going to be competing at 154 pounds and maybe returning at the end of the year or early next year. The 147-pound division is a little bit all over the place right now because it all depends on what Terrence Crawford, undisputed champion at 147 pounds, is going to do. We have no news on if Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence 2 is going to happen or when it's going to happen. PBC right now doesn't have a network deal they're trying to get with Amazon Prime. And from what we're hearing, that is not close. It's not going to be starting at the very beginning of the year. So all the PBC fighters are in limbo. And right now, even though he's not a PBC fighter, somebody was giving me shit in the comments. Terrence Crawford, his next fight has to be promoted by PBC. He may not be a PBC fighter. Okay, I get all of that. But as far as oh my bad. Let's listen in. There are options for Santillan. He's a top rank fighter, by the way. He was linked out, which top rank will do every now and then, to the Zone and Golden Boy for this fight. So before we listen to the post-fight interview, let's talk about the rankings really quickly. So he's ranked number 1 by the WBO. I won't be surprised if we see him fight for a vacant title, or will him and Rocha get with a rematch? I don't know if you want to rematch Rocha against him right now. I mean, I would dig it, but he couldn't do nothing with him, and he's the naturally smaller fighter. Rashidi Ellis, and whatever he's doing, he had that upset. Loss to Roman Villa, who ended up getting beat up by Boots Ennis. He's not ever fighting a Golden Boy fighter again. He don't feel that they treated him well when he was over there. But Santillan is not a Golden Boy fighter. He's a top rank fighter. So I'm wondering if I'm trying to like think logically what would be next. You see right now he's ranked number 1. I mean, he's ranked number 5. I'm guessing he's going to be ranked number 1. But does he get that mandatory spot? He is not ranked by the WBC, the WBA, or the IBF. So it looks like he's on. So do they order him to fight Cody Crowley for a vacant title if Terrence Crawford vacates sometime in the next 6 to 8 months or so. Jamal James is still out there kicking around. You know, depends on, in Cody Crowley, I was looking at him, but he's a PBC fighter. And right now, as you can see, he's ranked #1 by the WBC. So I would think that he would want to go that route. Maybe against Mario Barrios.
Especially with Alexis, great fighter, very strong. I think he showed that in the fight. Very tough. You know, he got up twice. But it is the result that we were looking for. So I'm happy about that. We worked really hard with my team, with Barbara Garcia, with my dad, Guillermo, and also Brainstorm Fitness helped me out a lot. The boxing club, that's where I train out in San Diego as well. So just happy.
And we know you and Alexis used to share the ring during sparring. What was different between sparring and facing him in the ring tonight?
You know, it's always a lot different when you have all these eyes on you, you know, especially being here, being the B side. It's mostly his fans, you know, his supporters. But I appreciate them for coming out. That's what makes boxing a great sport. You know, that's what it's all about. And so I appreciate all the fans in general, all the boxing fans that showed up tonight. I'm happy to be here and perform for you guys.
Did you feel the power coming from Alexis?
He's strong, definitely felt the power, but I felt good in there. I felt comfortable.
I know Robert Garcia joined your team along with your dad, Memo. I also heard your dad in the back screaming. What were some of the things he was telling you?
You know, both of them telling me very similar things, you know, and you know, from everything they see in camp, you know, and they knew what I had to work on, so they were just constantly reminding me to stick to the game plan and be smart, keep my hands up, and keep moving, not get overconfident.
It's been a long journey for you from ballrooms to now the big stage. Tell me what that feels like.
It's great. You know, from here we're going up. I needed to get this win to get big fights like this in the future. 2024 is going to be a big year for me and the team.
Congrats on your fight tonight. Excited for your journey. Back to you guys ringside.
You know, also, I want to say thank you to Split Team Management, Top Rank, for making this fight happen. You know, I asked for this fight, and they were able to make it happen. And so I'm very happy to get the opportunity and be able to perform like this.
Congrats. And we're going to send it back to you guys ringside.
It was a fight that Giovanni.
Okay, so he's new. So he just got with Robert Garcia. Good move. And Memo Heredias, that's who he with? And Split Team Management, that's the guy. I forgot his name. He's got Teofimo Lopez. And Charles Conwell. But overall, like, spectacular performance, and he really put his foot down as far as top competition, or was a new name in the 147-pound division. But by the way, Keith Thurman is supposed to be taking on Amantes Stanionis in December. The 147-pound division, outside of Boots Ennis, you know, IBF interim champion, all these guys right now, the new next guy in the 147-pound division is Boots Ennis. Like, you know, I can see him beating Alexis Rocha, Santillan. I can see him beating him. Yordenis Ugas has retired. He just was all over him, bro. He couldn't. That was a slip. He just was all over him. Look, left him all bloody. And there's no such thing as being overactive in boxing. Like, I can't, like, he just, you know, no excuses. He got beat up. So, with that being said, luckily for Top Rank and Golden Boy, or in this case Top Rank, they're going to keep him active. But I wonder, would you revisit a rematch, since it's like really nothing really going on in the division right now? And as far as Rocha's concerned, would he want to visit it? Because when it comes to the Cody Crowley fight, I don't think they're going to get that fight. Rashidi Ellis, I don't think that's going to happen. Jamal James, I don't think that's going to happen unless, you know, PBC would probably lend out Jamal James. And he's only ranked by the WBO. It's going to be definitely interesting to see what he's going to do next. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and TstreeT Controversy with 5v360.